Let's get it over with.
All right. So, getting into everything, the group of you have left the Verdant Locks with a potent discovery hidden in your traveling bags. You're carrying the seeds of a plant known as the Midnight Lotus, which needs constant daylight to be able to adequately grow. But in exchange for such difficulty in growing, the petals of which offer remarkable rejuvenative abilities. Either imbibed or brewed into a tea, these petals might offer a reprieve to the blight that plagues your companion Teng's home village. The reason she had left her village originally to search for this answer. You're so close to the culmination of this personal quest, Teng. Scouting ahead, you heard a cry which you recognized, which had a brief moment of elation course through you as you recognized the baying calls of oryx, the wild bison-like creatures that inhabit these forests. Your elation turned to concern and then fear as you found the oryx huddled underneath a smaller tree, gazing up at somewhere, trying to avoid something, some predator. This is behavior of small animals, not these massive creatures. And as you gazed up, your keen eyes detected the as of yet unmoving shape of a massive dragon. White, with spikes of ice along the ridge of its neck. It slowly shifted, its head coming up, gazing at you in the air. Not too far away. In a split-second decision, you dove away from the dragon and the oryx themselves, and made your way back to your companions. The baying sounds of the oryx still in the background. You quickly explained to them that there was a dragon ahead. This is where we are picking up. What are the group of you doing?
Besides shitting
Well,
ourselves?
man is already going forward. I think I mentioned last time.
Yep.
He's got that grin on his face. Not
We need
like
a
a funny
plan.
grin, more like a madman.
Wait. We need a plan.
Alan is going.
We can't avoid it now. It knows we're here. So gird yourself and let's go.
Let's get that farm. Dragon meat. Juicy dragon meat.
Hustling forward.
Helly'll have the spellfire short bow.
I have a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna fly ahead, but
Oh,
leave
hell yeah.
behind where the dragon was.
Clarify for me, please.
So, based on where the dragon was, I don't want to approach it in a straight line the way that the rest of the party is. I want to be like more off to the side. That way, we're approaching from multiple directions.
Okay. Easily enough done. So, the spot where you had seen it was a tiered hill of different ledges where rock is broken away and dirt and stuff has collected before trees growing and really solidifying the landscape. So you could be on the higher section of this hill as you are approaching.
Okay.
And you said you were flying, correct?
Yeah.
How high up?
Really low. I'm still staying in the cover of the trees as best I can. I don't want to be noticed again.
Okay, so I'll put you 5 to 10 feet off the ground, roughly. These trees
Okay.
are not massive,
Mhm.
but all right. And the Pelerast and Dunnan, as you're approaching via the main trail, the baying sounds of the aurochs can be heard as you see a large beast charging towards you. It looks like it probably weighs in the neighborhood of 900 to 1100 pounds, massively covered in fur, and it has two spiral horns that twist out either side of its head. As this gargantuan beast is just charging along the trail towards the two of you. I'd like both of you to make dex saves. Rest, I'm pulling up your sheet.
Is she?
Thank you.
No, she gets a +5 if she. If she's.
Yeah, the two of you together.
So, can I use Shield Master for that? I don't know.
Rest gets a 9. Shield Master.
A dexterity
bonus,
saving throw?
spell,
I don't know.
harmful. Sure, why not? $16? Yeah, easily enough. You're good. Pelerast, you take you take 2 points of damage, Pelerast. I'm marking on your sheet. As
Okay.
the charging aura, because you rolled a 4, unfortunately. Even with the +5, you missed the DC of 10. The charging aura inadvertently knocks you a little bit to the side as it's charging along, fleeing. It doesn't even pay mind to the group of you. Hello, Siegfried.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi-ho.
I would also like a dex save from you. Siegfried also takes 2 points of damage, as he also rolled a 4. As the charging auroch unpaths you, knocking you from the trail slightly. Tang, I'd like a perception check from you, please.
Okay.
Ellie's going to put on the armor of Agathis just for protection. Those
Gotcha.
extra 5 points.
That's 5? Okay.
5, yeah.
Alright, so first level.
Spencer, is everything on my sheet accurate in terms of resources?
I don't think I burned any of your stuff for this day, so...
Okay, so Ring
should-
of Winter should be full.
Yeah, I think other than...
I'll roll for wheel and woe right now then.
yeah. Yeah, you should
It
be
is
long rested.
woe. It is woe. Okay, cool. Everything looks good then.
Yeah,
Just
awesome.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, because the group has traveled for a few days.
Cool.
And we're not in the
Yeah.
tall trees anymore.
Alright, yeah, and it's nice to hear from everyone too. Sorry, I was getting settled.
Yeah. What direction are we headed? Just curiously. We're
you're
going
headed
toward
east.
Tang's village.
Yeah.
East. Okay. And we're out of the big trees.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, let me kick that to the map layer. Alright, so Teng, as you are pushing forward on this higher elevation and approach the edge of the hill here, you see, looking down, the remains of one orc that has been completely gorged upon. The half of its ribcage has been torn and cracked away. Blood is scattered around an area, maybe 20-30 square feet. And resting in the middle, currently tearing off strips of its remaining flesh and meat, is this massive dragon. You think your companions are maybe 30 seconds before they are in position. Are you doing anything during this time?
Awesome.
Sorry. I'm gonna move. How far away am I from the dragon?
You are probably 50, 60 feet away, and currently not recognized because of your elevation and the fact that you did not take a lot of altitude, but that could quickly change.
Okay. I am going to hold for like probably 15, 20 more seconds until my party is closer. I'm brandishing my staff of thunder and lightning.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm trying to conceal myself as best as possible against the cliff face because I am roughly the right colors.
Make me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
Before we go in, I'll cast Shield on Faith on myself.
Noted, and that's a 10-minute duration, right?
Yeah, that's 10 minutes, yeah.
Also, before we go in, I would like to cast freedom of movement on myself. Or no, I don't know if I can be stealthy and do that. Never mind.
You can certainly try.
No, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Okay. I'm going to shift everybody to a map.
Sweet.
Give it a moment to load. Alright, you should see your positionings now.
Yep.
Alright, so this orc is essentially this tree. Currently cowering beneath that tree.
Is the dragon still like munching on that?
There is the sickening crunch of bones as the group of you approach.
So
Let me double check Tang's stealth. Give me a moment, please. Tang, you do not feel like you've been seen yet.
Okay.
About 30 seconds has passed. Are you doing anything?
Yeah, I want to move a little bit further north.
Okay.
Like right about there.
Sure.
And right before I think that they're going to get to where they are right now, I guess like right when they arrive there, I'm going to brandish my staff of thunder and lightning and use thunder and lightning.
Alright, wonderful. I'd like everyone to roll into initiative.
Back, baby. Get in the back. No, no.
Nice, Donna.
Finally.
Alright. Okay. And I need to move. There it is. Okay. As you initiate this, Tang, you rolled 1, So you're starting. So that action begins initiative as you're taking a hostile action. Go ahead and drop the details for the Staff of Thunder and Lightning. Let us know what needs to happen. So that's the Lightning Strike and Thunderclap, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I need to make a Dex save and a Con save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the Con is a 30. I think that passes.
Sure. Yeah, that's gonna be half damage.
And Dex is a 23.
That's
So-
also a half.
Alright, we'll
So-
go ahead and roll some damage, though.
Okay. Sorry, my computer's being weird. There we go. Okay. So it's gonna be a total of what, 4d6?
Well, you can roll the...
Roll the actual damage and then we have it.
Yeah, 6d6 and 2d6, yeah. So you just roll 8d6. It doesn't have a resistance to either of those. It's 23, so 11. Call it 12. Uh, 12 damage. The dragon sort of pauses in this chewing, half tickled and annoyed as the ozone around it bristles with this electricity, and shifts its head just in time to dodge the lion's share of that bolt of lightning. And it gazes at you. Brings us to Dunnan. What'll it be?
Well, Bannon turns around to Harris and Silke and says, "For glory and honor." And he charges forward. 15, 20, 35. And he's gonna throw that hammer at the dragon's face.
Certainly.
And
As
I
you
aim at-
charge, you hear in your head a voice you don't recognize. Yes. Do well. Continue.
Right. I think Dana is too occupied, he just shakes his head
Sure.
and throws at the dragon.
Yeah, go for it.
And I aim like at the jaw, just for
Certainly.
funsies.
Yeah. $20 does hit.
Ooh.
13 points.
And the hammer comes back and he does his full 360 and throws it again.
Nice. Go for it. 25 also hits. Another 15 points.
Bonus action, no question. Spiritual weapon says for every third level or higher, does it mean at third level already 2d8 or
Yes,
is it 1d8?
so it's 1d8 at second level.
Okay.
For every spell, for every 2 above second. So to increase it from 1d8 to
Fourth
2d8,
level.
it needs to be a 4th level.
Okay, then I'll cast it at second level, so
Yeah.
there is no point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's...
Okay.
Think of it as a half spell level, round down.
Hmm.
For the number of dice you get. So you conjure your mug, or your
Yes.
root, but 16 does not hit.
Figured as much. But it's there.
Alright. That brings us to Hellerast. So presently, Hellerast, you are about 20 feet from the Auroch, which is covering in the shelter of a cliff that you are next to. Or not a cliff, it's like a 15-foot hill, like sheer section of this hill.
Okay.
Dunnan has gone around the Auroch and is 5 feet from the dragon. The Auroch is a large creature, so it's a 2x2 square. So you to get in anywhere near to get line of sight on the dragon proper, you probably have to move up at least next to the Auroch, which is 15 feet. To get closer, you would have to go around the Auroch, which you can sort of get to. You want to get fully closer?
No, I'll stay as far as I can.
Okay. In that case, you could just
See,
make
I'll
a
stay as
lateral move, so that way you don't
far
get
away as I
too
can.
close,
Yeah.
and have the dragon 35 feet away from you.
That's fine. Because I want to get to be 30 feet. I'm going to be using. I'm sorry, I can't see anything. What's the range on Spellfire Shortbow?
It's magic missile. It's 120 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll stay as far away as I can.
All right. You tuck into
And see if I can.
underneath the canopy of another tree, mimicking the auroch. And you're next to a frozen river at the moment. That the group has been following slightly, but you're gonna use Spellfire Shortbow?
Yep.
At what level spell?
The lowest to start.
Right, well, first
I
level
just
spell.
want to see what happens.
Alright, Spellfire Shortbow. You got 4 damage for the shortbow, which it's treated as if you cast it at 2nd level, so you get 4 darts for 16 damage total. Alright. The bolts shriek by Dunnan, impacting the side of the dragon's neck as it is turning and facing this other threat in addition to the Owlin up on the ledge. Anything else, Elrast? Elrast?
Well, I'm cutting in and out right now. I'm in my bad spot.
Gotcha. I'll assume that's the turnover then.
Yeah.
Alright, that brings us to
just-
Siegfried.
Okay.
You've got that.
I am going to cast Guardian of Nature on myself.
Ooh, okay.
And go into Great Free form. So
Ricky.
So Great Free, I get 10 temp hit points, so I gotta remember that.
Yep. I make con saves with advantage, wisdom dex based attacks with advantage,
Yep.
and difficult terrain within 15 feet of you for enemies. Okay.
Yep, let me get that aura up.
I got it.
Oh, cool. There you go.
Yeah, you got it.
I have 30 feet of movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With a bonus action, I'm going to go into Archer form.
Guardian of Nature is a bonus action.
Oh, is it? Shit. Okay, so for now, I am just going to launch a guiding bolt at him with one of my starry maps.
Yeah, go for it.
So it's just a level 1 guiding bolt. Here it goes, and I get to do it with advantage.
Yes.
So here comes guiding bolt. Shit.
15. Even when you roll them twice, does not hit.
Yeah. So yeah, that is my turn.
All right. That brings us to a Voice's turn. As this dragon, perturbed in its delectable meal by your assault, turns and lets out this deafening roar. Something stirs within each of you. This unwelcome feel. This creature is not truly natural of this world. And it forces a horror save on all of you. Oh, it does not want to roll Siegfried's, apparently, or Tang's. Nice.
I mean,
So-
I see 18 for me and 11 for 10.
I also see that.
Oh, it did work? Okay. Lovely.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, cool. I got prompts in my chat saying that it could not find, but I guess it worked. Lovely. Dunnan, you passed. Worsen your horror save by 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Pelarast, you failed. You were shaken. But your save gets better. Siegfried, you passed. Worsen your save by 1.
I am at -3 now.
And Tang, you failed. So make your save better by 1.
This is my first time dealing with horror and D20. How do I?
Gotcha. So let me pull up your sheet. I'm trying to pull up multiple pages at once. There's Tang's sheet. Okay. So in your resources section, there's that horror save modifier underneath your long rest button. So you failed, so tick it up to 1.
Okay.
And then that's it. That's all.
Cool.
So the way that this functions is when you succeed on these saves, your future saves get worse. Because the more you resist it, the harder it gets to resist. When you fail these saves, your future bonuses actually get better because you're exposed to it more, so you can handle it better.
Okay.
It's also then paired to either your wisdom or your intelligence. Not your save, just your ability modifier. So as opposed to getting proficiency, you get a slowly adjusting modifier on average. Now, that will never change. Your modifier won't change until you have to face subsequent saves. Now, the way that the effect that has been placed upon the group of you, those of you who have failed, is shaken, which is somewhat like fear. It lasts a number of rounds, determined by the strength of the creature that has imparted this feature, this status to you. So, small creatures that cause the save, it might not last very long. Large creatures like this, it might last longer. And while you are shaken, all of your attack rolls and ability checks are at disadvantage. You do not have to see the creature, so it's a little bit more penalizing than fear, like the frightened condition, but it doesn't prevent you from moving closer to the creature. So it's 6 1/2 dozen of the other. So all of your attack rolls and ability checks, those of you who failed, Hellerast and Tang, are at disadvantage. That includes Corin as well, Hellerast. If you do bring her out, because she uses your attack bonus.
Yeah. She should be out.
Did you pull Corin? You did. I didn't hear you say that you were pulling her out.
Yeah, I said it twice, but you couldn't hear a damn thing I was saying. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I pulled Corn on my last turn.
Oh, good. I just put her on the map. You can feel free to add the hit points. It sounds like you're back at your computer.
I am.
Wonderful. All right. So that's the start of a Voice's turn. Then I need a cone. Dunnan, Hellerast, and Siegfried. Constitution saves, please. Dunnan, the Auroch also has to make a save. Does the Auroch get your bonus?
I don't think so. No, it's
Okay.
not an ally.
Okay. Sounds like that rock is frozen solid. Move it to the map layer. Okay. DC Dunnan. You passed. Barely, but you passed. Hellerast, you failed. Siegfried, you passed. Good saves. That is going to be Hellerast, 48 points of cold damage.
Bam.
48.
48. Dunnan and
Oh, wow.
Siegfried, 24.
Oh, breath weapon.
I don't take any damage because of the Ring of Winter.
Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah, you are entirely immune. You can ignore the breath weapons. What is Corin's current hit points?
Can I pretend like it's injuring me?
Oh,
Sure, make a performance check.
Yeah, I want to pretend like it's hurting me.
I'll roll insight.
27.
27. Alright. I do want you to make another saving throw, con save, to represent Corin.
Okay.
Because if you pass, 24 is not enough to disjuncture Corin. Alright.
So there she is.
No, she's fine because I believe she uses your saves.
She does.
Yeah, so you rolled a natural 18, so plus your con bonus because you're a con caster. Corin is fine.
Yeah. So she's fine.
Yeah. No,
I'm fucked, but she's
26 performance. That's pretty damn good. You feel like you might have pulled it off, and it believes you are being hurt by the cold.
Nice.
Alright. It's quite comfortable where it is, though. That'll bring us to 10, top of the order.
I am going to drop Insect Plague on top of the dragon.
Insect plague. Oh wow.
It's like one of my favorite spells in 5e. I just think of the bees.
Sorry, I have to roll a con save for
Oh.
Shield of Faith. Sorry.
It's going to be biased northeast because it's bigger than the dragon. I don't want it to be in the way of any of my teammates.
Okay, gotcha. What is the radii on this?
It's a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
So the dragon's going to be in the edge of it. I also want it biased slightly up in the air, so that way if the dragon takes off, they still are in the sphere.
Alright, I'm looking for my insect plague.
Yay.
Okay. You said a 20-foot radius?
Yep.
10... 5, 10, 15, 20. There's insect plague.
Yeah.
So,
Can you move
Like-
it to the left one square?
like there?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you wanted it in the air slightly?
Yeah.
I don't like that. Alright. Layer, map layer, there we go. Alright, mark down that you are concentrating. Sphere remains for the duration, difficult terrain. When it appears, each creature makes a con save. Alright. And then is it makes a saving throw when it enters? Failed save. Creature must also make the saving throw when it enters the spell or ends its turn there. Okay. So the con it rolled is a 14. It's gonna use a legendary resistance.
So it takes
half damage.
half that damage. Okay.
Okay.
Can I try and woe the dragon on the save?
It used
Or
legendary
does it-
resistance.
Oh yeah,
It's
that
auto
doesn't matter.
succeeding.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you
Yeah, no, I was
can.
thinking-
It's not
yeah,
gonna
it would
matter.
just-
It already failed.
Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, that makes sense.
All
I
right.
just realized I was within 30 feet of it.
Yeah.
That's that's it.
Okay. Tang, you staying put where you are?
I am going to. Does the swarm of locusts offer cover at all?
Let's see. The area is
If I were-
lightly obscured, so it doesn't block line of sight. You have to light up, lightly obscured, which is the ability to hide, if I recall correctly. I'll double check.
Yeah, I think it means you can make a stealth check, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. If I were to fly up one level to the ridge to the tree at the very north side, would I be able to use that tree as cover?
You certainly can try.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that.
You gather this thing is quite aware of where you are, but
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not covered for hiding, but like if an ice blast comes towards me.
wonderful. Anything else for your turn?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
That's
Your shaken effect goes from 6 rounds down to 5 rounds remaining. They rolled 6 on the 2d4. Would be shaken duration. Same goes for you, Hellerast. So I'm gonna
Okay.
put it on a red pip.
Okay.
At the end of each of your turns, just decrease the number by 1. At the end of your turn, Tang, a voice is going to use 2 legendary actions and do a wing attack. Dunnan, I would like you to make me a dex save as you are within 10 feet of the dragon.
I use the shield master for that.
Sure.
As a reaction.
24. Okay, you do pass the save, avoid getting knocked prone. So you do still take. Oh no, you take no damage. No damage on
damage.
half. No damage for the save on half here. But the dragon gets to move up to half of his speed. Is the insect plague difficult terrain? No.
The spheres area is difficult terrain.
Oh, it is.
Yep. It says it in like
Oh, okay.
the line. Fifth
Yeah,
line.
I missed that little line in the middle there. So that's 20, 40. So it gets to there and gains a little bit of altitude as thousands of locusts are killed by the wing attack and immediately replaced by the spell. 10 feet up. Dunnan, around you.
Well, I'll close the gap.
Certainly.
Brushes off the ice from his beard. Little cold won't stop me. It's flying like 10 feet, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the hammer then.
Certainly.
Because I guess I can't reach from down there. Ugh.
You could try to make one melee attack with like a jump and then land throw.
I'm gonna use the channel divinity to hit.
Nice.
I don't think I can fear the dragon, so might as well.
Sweet. All right, so that is a 22, which does connect. 11 points.
And you said I can try 1 melee?
Yeah, you go for it.
Sure. Gonna smash its toe
24 hits.
and gonna dump a level 3 smite in there.
Certainly, go for it.
So that's 48.
Yes. That is a big smite. 19 points. The dragon roars in response at the gall of this small bit of prey that deigns to try to assail it. Anything else done?
Bonus action movement. Nope. I'm done.
The end of your turn, it is going to use a third legendary action as you got in a perfect position for it to sort of just try to golf hit you off this cliff with its tail. Does a 24 hit you with your Shield of Faith? Okay.
Yes.
Right, you're concentrating on Shield of Faith. There we go. That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
As the spikes of the tail stick into you, and you feel that serious, intense burning of something sort of eating away at you. Like, you're not, you feel like you recognize this, but you're not quite sure. That brings us to Hellerast.
Do I need to roll a strength save or something?
No, it's not actually a push.
Okay.
Ellie's going to move to.
Where are you moving to?
Ellie's going to here.
Okay.
Ellie's going to move to here. Can you hear me?
Yep, gotcha.
Okay. Moving to there and casting Blight.
Blight.
Fuck it.
Nice.
Blight. Casting at level 4.
That's a con save, right?
Yep.
That is a 29 on the con save. But I believe it takes half damage on Blight.
Yes.
Okay, so that is 12 points of necrotic damage. As the Blight takes hold and it tries to shake off this effect, you see a shadow fill the gap in between the scales and plates of this creature's natural armor for a moment, as if the inside of this thing is just this void which is trying to consume it, but it shakes off these effects and it returns to its natural icy and white exterior.
No shit. Okay. Corin will take her attack.
Corin is not close enough yet. Yeah.
Corin is not close enough, so Corin's just staying with me.
Noted. Okay. Alright, and that'll then bring us to Siegfried with a voice on deck.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With the bonus action, I'm gonna go into archer form.
Certainly. And I believe you get to make an attack as part of that, right?
Yep. And I get to do it with advantage because of Great Tree. So here that comes, and then with my action, I'm gonna launch another guiding bolt. So here comes the archer. Shit. And then here comes the guiding bolt from my star mat.
That advantage has actually done nothing for your,
Yeah,
your attack
done
bonus.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
It's
that
not
is
Siegfried's
my turn.
day. Alright. That will bring us back to a voice. Need to roll for a recharge. Okay. It is going to... One moment. Sorry, the alarm went off. Alright. It is flying back to here. keeping some altitude and gaining a little bit more, and is going to attack you, Tang. As it's swinging.
Do I get
Your
an attack
windmill
of opportunity?
village have irked me for the last. Pardon, Dutton?
Attack of opportunity?
You are not in melee with it. You jumped to be able to make the melee attack
Okay.
as you sprinted.
Too bad.
Yeah. So that is 2 claw attacks on you, Tang. 30 and a 28.
Both of those hit.
Yep. 11 points of slashing in the first, and 3 necrotic for 14 total. And then 10 points of slashing and 3 of necrotic for 13 total, so 27 total from the claws. And then the bite attack. Does a 20 hit you?
It does.
That's 15 points of piercing, 3 points of cold, and 13 points of necrotic.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's the 3 attacks.
Great.
And as it draws its mouth back, and you pull away, breaking the grip of the teeth on you, your wounds hurting, you see the frost and cold breath gather around its mouth, ready to unleash again. Hang around to you.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
that hurt. I'm dropping concentration on the locusts because I
Okay.
can't move the ball.
Oh, you cannot. Gotcha.
There's nothing that in the description that indicates that I am capable of moving it.
Gotcha. Alright. Locusts are gone.
Um,
Right where you don't want to be as a healer. In melee with a
Yeah.
dragon.
I mean, I have Warcaster, which is helpful, but this is still terrifying. Oh. I'm casting Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Uh,
No level.
I'm gonna say level 4.
Sure. Go for it.
I need it. Uh,
31.
um, what is it a bonus to disengage?
No, it's an action.
It's an
Unless you're a
action.
rogue. Yeah. Rogues and goblins have the ability to disengage as a bonus action.
Okay. Oh. Is it a bonus to sprint?
Nope. That's dash, which is also a rogue thing.
Okay. I'm not used to being in this situation. um, mm, I think I just have to brace for impact because I can't cast another leveled spell. And
Alright. Are you moving or are you staying put?
I don't want to move to where the cone would hit my party.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stay where I am and brandish my staff at the dragon.
The tiny owlin staring down the dragon.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Done and around to you.
How steep is that cliff there?
Be about double movement to scale it. Or half movement, correction. If you'd like, you can make an athletics check and try to leap part of it.
I will. Yeah.
The caveat is if you fail, then you end up at the bottom of it.
I'll try.
Sure, go for it. DC 15.
I got a plus 13, so if it fails, it can only be a 1.
Yeah, you're
Right.
good.
Yeah.
So
Don't you dare
make it.
run away from me. So is it flying now? Yes.
It is flying to be able to attack Teng.
Cool.
So you are at throwing at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
24 does hit. Jeez. 14 points.
Here, I'm much more juicier than our feathered friend over here. Okay, second attack. Oh, that's gonna miss.
Yeah, 13 is no good.
Well, and I move the muck over here. Movement, that's it.
Yeah, you got it. Alright, that'll bring us to Hellerast with Siegfried on deck.
Okay. Helly is going to. What is she going to do? What was I thinking? Oh, guiding bolt.
Yeah, go for it. Easy enough. It's a big target, even though it's higher elevation, you can clearly see it.
Yep, at a level 3.
Level 3. Big gamble guiding bolt. Ooh, not with a 12, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, shit.
Just strikes the rocks to the side of it. And the creature turns, looking its head.
Okay.
Anything else, Hellerast?
Yeah, just let's see here. Just hauling closer to Tang so that if possible I can heal her on my next turn.
Okay, go for it.
Probably this looks like it would be easier. Out there. Corn coming with me. That's it. Feeling real ineffective here, but that's okay. We're all gonna die anyway.
To the corner. There we go. One further back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. At the end of your turn, Hellerast, a voice is going to take a legendary action. Tang and Dunnan both make me dex saving throws, please. Against the wing attack. Tang, you stand your ground as it tries to buff it and push you away. You take no damage, Tang. Dunnan, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked back 10 feet.
Do I roll off the cliff?
Yep.
Nice. How much damage?
Another d6 on top of that, which is 6.
Oh.
Yep. As you tumble to the right next to Hellerast, you're prone on the ground there. If you'd like, you can spend a reaction and make an acrobatics check to not be prone.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's gonna go well.
DC 13.
Sweet.
Oh.
I lay on my back.
All right, you are down.
First starfish.
That is not enough to break your concentration the slightest, because your bonuses are very good. And a voice gets to move up to half his speed. And that would put him at 5 squares above that terrain. That'll bring us to Siegfried. So he's 25 feet in the air above that space.
Yeah, Siegfried is going to try and hold its attention on me. But first, I think 10. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Tang. At a 4th level.
4th level Healing Word. $18.
And then using my starry map, I'm gonna launch.
Good Healing Word roll.
Yeah, usually they're awful for me. Yeah, and I am going. Oh, I forgot. No, never mind. I am going to do guiding bolt with my starry map.
Okay, noted. That's an attack with advantage.
Yep. Come on, finally.
There's a hit. 16 points.
Yeah.
And it is wreathed in guiding bolty energy.
Yeah.
Next attack on it has advantage.
And,
Anything else, Siegfried?
No. I'm going to stay where I am and start swearing at it in giant.
Wonderful. You're outside of the range of the tail attack, so it doesn't take that legendary action. That'll then bring us to a voice. It is going to fly backwards slightly and line up its cone. Right there. I would like Dunnan and Helleras to both make me con saves. Helleras make a second one for Corin.
Oh no, Corin.
Alright, let's check the damage. One moment. Alright, so Dunnan, you passed. Helleras, you are actually within 10 feet of Dunnan. So Dunnan, what's your bonus? +5? +4?
5.
5? Okay, so because of Dunnan's aura, you also pass. Corin does not, though. So Dunnan and Helleras both take 20, which is half of the 40 damage, and Corin is disjuncted.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm just sticking Corin's token up in the corner of the map in case you bring her back. There's this throaty, deep laughter coming out of a voice. Disturbing my meal. How dare you? Top of the order. Thing.
I'm going to fly my butt down towards the dragon. And oh, fuck. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna cast as my bonus action, Mass Healing Word.
Okay.
To heal Dunnan and Helly.
I believe they can heal everyone in the party. Yeah.
I guess Siegfried is slightly hurt.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I down 2 HP.
Yeah.
I will heal Siegfried too then.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, go for it. Everyone's
But yeah.
within 60 feet of you.
The dragon doesn't know. I'm pretending I'm hurt to the dragon.
Yeah.
So that it does help with the performance.
So everyone picks up 15, and then Tang, you get bonus hit points if you need them.
I don't. I'm back to full. We're good.
Sweet.
All right, everybody gets 15 hit points. It's my bonus action. I still have a actual action. So I am going to use my Staff of Thunder and Lightning
Okay.
to use Lightning Strike on its own.
So that's the deck save, right?
That's the DC 15 deck save. Yep, 66 lightning damage on a failed save.
Rolled an 18.
I would like to woe this.
I figured you would.
Yeah. So here comes a D6.
Makes it a 15. That was the minimum you needed.
Yeah, unfortunately he passes.
No, it was 18
Oh.
down to 15. Is the DC 15?
DC is 15.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought the DC was
Oh.
16. My mistake.
No,
No,
DC
yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, meets it. Unfortunately.
Beats it. Yep. So it does still save, but it does take half damage. So go ahead and roll.
No.
11 points of damage coming in for the dragon. It all adds up. Anything else, Tang?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
That's everything for me.
Wonderful. That'll bring us to Dunnan with Hellrast
Oh.
on deck.
I'll get up first. So, does mobile help with getting up? No, right?
I do not believe so. I mean,
Oh.
it gives you more movement. But that's it.
Yeah. I'll get up. And then I'm gonna... Just a quick question. If I dash, can I make the jump?
If you dash,
Yeah.
hold on. 20.
Mobile doesn't impede difficult terrain. I mean, it... I don't know if it helps. Doesn't cost you any extra movement.
Okay, so, isn't mobile that only spend 5 feet to stand up, also, or no?
No, I don't think that's another feat.
Maybe that's
think
a
that's
monk
it.
thing.
No, I think that's athlete.
Oh, okay. That seems like it should be on mobile.
I think actually the Siegfried I might have given Siegfried athlete a long
know.
time ago. I can't
Okay.
remember.
Okay. So your speed is 35, right?
Mm.
So half your movement to stand up, so that eats 15 of your movement right away.
Mm.
So you have 20 left. So 20 gets you up to there. And then you would have 35 on top of that,
Right.
so you can get to 45. You can just barely try to make the jump.
I'll do it.
Okay, with the dash action.
Somebody has to be substitute teacher for Aeolus.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check, please. This is not about jumping distance, but it's about accurately launching yourself. Wow. Okay. As you launch yourself off of the cliff at a voice, you see him shift his neck suddenly, and you realize you're about to miss, and you grasp out wildly. You are currently clinging on like a large sloth hanging off of the tree trunk, off the bottom of one of his feet at the moment.
Perfect.
You are barely holding on. You pass the save. You pass the check to grab him, but he passed the dex save to avoid getting grabbed in a unpleasant way.
Hmm. Does he at least like go down like 5 feet because of my weight, or is it
No.
just true? Oh, okay.
You're not.
I'll take it. I'll take it anyway.
He just ate most of an 1,100-pound animal. You're nothing.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
That'll bring us to harassed.
No bonus action. I'm gonna
but-
move. Sorry,
Yeah, go for it.
a mug. That's it.
Mug. How high up was the mug?
It's on the floor, like 5 feet, and I can only move it 20 feet. So.
It's got enough movement to get up. He's 25 feet in the air.
Oh.
Yeah, make an attack. Don't deprive
Okay.
yourself of a chance to roll a natural 1.
There is it.
19 just hits.
Ooh, sweet. 9 force damage.
I'm sorry. Actually, 18 is the hit. You guys already figured that out. But 9 points of force. Nice. 19 is this DC.
Sweet.
All right. Now we come to Hellarest. As you see Dunnan dangling.
How far off the ground?
Well, Dunnan's 20 feet off the ground, we'll call it. The dragon's 25 feet off the ground.
Okay. Dunnan can be healed. I'm gonna try some guiding bolt again.
Yeah, go for it. Dunnan, re-roll that d20. That was the first time guiding bolt had procced. Just
yeah, spiritual weapon would have. Yep.
yeah.
Oh,
With that
spiritual weapon, you mean? Okay.
Just roll to see if you crit.
Oh shit!
Oh no,
God
Hellarest.
damn.
Hellarest has picked up Siegfried's curse, apparently.
Yeah, my God.
Alright, so the dragon
She's just
is
gonna
on
say-
I was GMing on Tuesday, and I had the ambush rolled like a bunch of like it was a 2e Pathfinder 2e, so there were gunslingers like hiding in ambush, and all 4 of them rolled nat ones on the ambush. It was so terrible. This whole week I've just been rolling.
Hilarious.
Anything else, Hellarest?
No, she's just gonna sit down and figure her shit out.
Okay. You're Tang, make sure to decrease your shaken to 3. I got it. All right. That'll then bring us to. Actually, at the end of Hellarast's turn, a voice is going to tail attack the dangling dwarf. For the legendary action. Dunnan. 18 to hit you.
Oh, miss.
Even when you remove your your shield is strapped to your arm, so you can still hold on to it. Yeah.
20.
Okay. Yeah, no good. Okay. That brings us to Siegfried.
Okay. With the bonus action, I'm going to do a level 3 healing word at Dunnan,
Sure.
because I imagine he's about to take some damage. So 12 HP to you, Dunnan. And then another guiding bolt
Can you start
from
now?
my star map.
Yeah,
Yep. And I have I've used 3. This is my
That's your
third
third.
one. So
Yeah.
yep. So I have 1 left after this.
Sure. Okay.
There we go.
26 will hit. 11 points of radiant, and once again, its form is glowing. Anything
Yeah,
else, Siegfried? Staying put?
Yeah, staying put.
Okay.
Just trying to focus its attention on me as much as it can.
At the end of your turn, a voice is going to use 2 legendary actions and do another wing attack. Dunnan, I'd like you to make me a dex save. You're the only one within range of it.
Right. Can I use Shield Master?
No. Not now.
No. 21.
21 is enough, though. You managed to hold on and avoid being buffeted by its down flaps. It does get to move half its speed, dragging you with it. to there, and it's descending in altitude. 20 feet, 10 feet off the ground, pardon me. That brings us to a voice, who is going to first roll for recharge. Okay, lovely. And then unleash attacks on you, Dunnan. It's going to squeeze the claw that you're holding onto, and then clamp its paws together to try to get you with the other one, and then bite at you.
Yikes.
27 on the first claw.
Yeah.
What is Dunnan's AC?
20.
Okay.
I don't believe you have any resistance to slashing or necrotic, so I'm just going to give you total damage. So it's 10 on the first, 21 on the second claw.
To hit or damage?
Pardon? Done?
First, to hit or damage 21?
Oh, no. The first one's damage is 10.
10, okay.
Yeah. Second one to hit is 21.
Okay, that hits.
Siegfried, are you doing woe?
Yep. I would like to woe the second attack.
Yep, go for it. Yep, so
That's
second
gonna
claw
miss.
misses. Third one is the bite, which is also a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is 19 points of piercing.
Is it magical? So I
Uh,
have to reduce it?
no. The piercing damages are not magical, so add 3 back
So I
for the
get
first hit.
3? Yeah.
And then add 3, and then so it's 19 reduced to 3, so it's 6. So it's so it's 16. So 16 piercing, 6 cold for 22, and then 13 necrotic on top of that for 35.
Okay, I had 50. So, again, please. Sorry.
Okay. So it's 35 on the bite.
Okay.
35 damage total.
Total.
Yeah, after
Sweet.
everything added together and your heavy armor. Alright.
Oh, pretty fucked up.
A voice uses his back talons and grips the frozen, ice-cold, frozen space statue of the Auroch that is there underneath you. Almost like he's perched on, but isn't actually putting his weight on this thing yet. That brings us to Teng.
Okay. I'm going to fly towards the dragon and the Auroch. That's my full movement here. I am going to cast Healing Word as my bonus action on Dunnan. At the 3rd level.
Nice.
And then
That was to yourself, you said? Or was that done?
that's Dunnan.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm full health right
Okay.
now. And then I'm going to use Toll the Dead on the dragon.
That is a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
16. I think actually fails. Yeah, your DC is 18. I take 17 points of necrotic damage. Yeah, he'll spend a legendary resistance on that. Nope, he doesn't want damage. That's quite fine. Anything else, Tang?
No, that's it.
Alright. End of your turn. A voice is going to tail attack Dunnan. Dunnan, 28 to hit you.
Yes.
You take, so you reduce this by 3, but it's
Yep.
18 bludgeoning and 7 necrotic for 25 total, so you take 22.
That was a clutch healing word.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He would have fallen 10 feet, failed a death save. Alright. Now it's Dunnan's turn.
Now, can I vault myself upwards? Like-
Climb up his body.
Yeah, to get a better grip.
Sure. Make an athletics check. DC 18. Yeah, you're good. You climb up. You're about a little bit more than halfway up his foreleg.
Then can I make 2 attacks against its, I don't know, chest area or
Sure.
wherever
yeah.
I am?
Yeah. Just hammer into it.
Melee, yeah. Melee attacks. 19.
19 hits.
Two. Second attack.
Second attack. 28 definitely hits. Another
Yeah,
smite or
Yeah. This.
ooh.
Come on, return the favor.
Yeah. You're beating into this thing's leg. You can see a voice is experiencing a large degree of pain at this moment, and you can feel this voice in your mind egging you on. Cast him down.
Oh man. Well, Dan is not gonna let go. And bonus action, can I move the mug 20 feet upwards? I don't know.
20 feet of altitude, yeah. So it had 20 already, so it is now 40 feet in the air.
Okay.
You're moving it down towards him. Gotcha.
Yeah, so to attack.
Okay. It was 20 feet up above the higher level, so it's not going to get within range of an attack this right.
I'll move it close then.
So put it down to 10 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is it.
Okay. That'll then bring us to Hellerast. Hold on. Prior to Hellerast, a voice is going to spend his last 2 legendary actions for the round, and wing attack. Siegfried and Dunnan, I need dex saves from both of you, please.
Cool.
Dunnan is holding on tight. Siegfried's going prone. Siegfried, it is 14 points of bludgeoning, and you are knocked prone.
Okay. So I have 10 temp HP, so only 4 carries over.
Only 4 carries over? Okay.
Yeah, because I have 10 HP from the 10 temp from the Great Tree.
Okay, gotcha.
And the 4 carries over, and I have to make my first con save, I think, for Great Tree.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm making with advantage, so yeah, it's 22.
Okay. Sounds good. And a voice is going. He is 10 feet up. 35. He is 45 feet up. As he's pulling the Dunnan and the Auroch straight up into the air as he's taking off. Around a Hellrest.
Spellfire shortbow.
Alright.
She's just pulling things out of her ass, but that's okay.
Hey. That is 20 points of damage instantly.
Nice.
That's solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's the best thing she's done all day.
Yeah, instant 20. Mark off the first level spell slot.
Yep.
He literally used a legendary action to avoid less damage than that earlier. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
nice.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Alright. Anything else, Hellrest, or staying put?
Just staying put.
Okay. That'll bring us to Siegfried with a voice on deck.
Okay, so first question is Dunnan within 60 feet of me? If I stand up?
Presently, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to stand up. Not going to move. I'm going to cast Healing Word again, this time at 5th level, because it's just Hail Mary.
Sweet.
Hail Mary. And then the second thing, my action, I'm going to cast from my Ring of Winter. What a terrible... Oh, I mean, that was pretty good. 3 4s. not the worst.
Yeah, no, that's 22.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's fantastic,
Uh,
yeah.
And then with
3
my
4s,
action...
3 and a 2? Yeah.
And for my action, I'm going... I assume the Aurochs is within 120 feet.
Yeah, it's being carried by a voice.
I'm going to use my Ring of Winter to cast Arcane Hand, Grappling Hand, and grapple the Aurochs.
Okay, which is currently being carried.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm just trying to, I'm trying to interfere with
Grasping hand.
them flying away. Use the hand strength score to resolve the grapple.
Okay, so this
The
is
hand
for context. The
Yeah.
Auroch is an object at this point. It
Yeah.
is dead. So
Okay.
grappling
Well,
hand
I'll
needs
try to.
needs a creature.
Yeah, I'll
You're
yeah,
fine
I'll-
to make the strength contest about the Auroch, but you are contesting a voice's strength regardless.
Yeah, I understand. I believe the hand has a strength of 26, and it's a +8 to the strength roll.
Yes. So +8 athletic. Well, you get it at +8. Not.
Yeah.
He has an athletics check.
Yeah. So I will roll for the hand.
Yep.
Shit, that was not a good roll.
No, it's not. Okay. You do not successfully hold the Auroch.
Can I try? Can I use our reaction to woe him?
You can try.
Yeah, I will do that. Because again, Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Here you go. I don't think it worked.
It does not. That drops him to
Yeah.
22.
Yep,
Yeah.
I tried.
Tried. Okay. That's it for you, Siegfried?
Yep, and Great Tree goes down. Because I'm now
because new
concentrating.
concentration.
Yeah, yep.
Gotcha. So just drop the aura.
Yep.
That brings
But
us
I'm still
to...
an archer.
Noted. That brings us to a voice's turn, who is going to start by gaining an additional 80 feet of altitude.
Oh shit.
So he was 45. I'm just adding. Altitude underneath a voice in turn order. Figure that's a better spot to track it. So he is now 125 feet in the air. I spelled altitude wrong. I don't know.
No, you didn't.
It just looks wrong to me. It's one of those moments.
Yeah.
You know? Dunnan, as you are brought higher and higher, trying to hammer on this thing, a voice turns, "You don't belong up here." And he is going to unleash a full breath weapon directly into your face.
Sweet.
Make me a con save, sir.
Yes, sir. Fuck me.
Ooh.
Oh my god, we've lost Dunnan.
Dunnan. That is 53 points of cold damage to you, sir.
Jesus. Well, I'm out.
Okay.
It's you.
Dunnan, your form is covered in ice, and you fall backwards to the ground. Would you kindly roll me 13d6?
Yikes. Ugh.
How long would it take him to hit the ground?
Instantaneously. Virtually instantaneously.
Yeah, I think when you fall like 90 feet, like right away.
Yeah, a 6-second fall, I believe, is 600 feet.
Okay.
Right
Yeah.
around. Dunnan, what is your max hit points? That doesn't hit you, does it?
111.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You do not instantly die. You fail a death save instantly, though. As Dunnan's tumbling form through the air smacks into the ground.
Frozen solid.
Put a token there. You're no longer concentrating. No more Shield of Faith. You're prone on the ground with a death failure. Brings us to Tang.
Oh man, I wanted to do something cool. Alright.
Alrighty. I am going to save Dunnan.
That's a big damage roll on the breath weapon too.
Oh yeah, that was scary.
That was a shitty fail, man.
Yeah.
But he's just down, right? Healing him will bring him up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one failure. He's not dead.
I'm doing Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So I flew down and I will cast Cure Wounds. At the I'm gonna do second level.
So, 20 points.
20 points.
You see the color return to Dunnan's face from the gray pallor of frostbite fading from him. Dunnan, you're prone on the ground. You have this vague sense of falling and suddenly stopping, but
I'll just look up at Tang. What happened? I just saw white. Down here? That's it.
Welcome back to Earth. And I am going to try to tuck. I'm not capable of moving Dunnan, am I?
you can try. Make an athletics check.
Okay, I want to try to get Dunnan under like the shelter of the tree in case a breath weapon comes straight down at us.
Sure.
This is not gonna go well, but I'm gonna try. Just a straight strength check.
Yeah, athletics.
Athletics, okay.
Which I think is probably straight strength for you. I doubt you took athletics proficiency. Yeah, Dunnan's pretty dense.
Okay, then I'm gonna pivot and
That's
put
a nice
myself
place to stay.
between Dunnan and the dragon
You
to
take
try
a
to
few
shield
mo-
him with me.
You take a few moments of trying to pull this dwarf, leave some gouges in the ground from your feet, and realize it is a fruitless effort.
So I'm gonna position myself between the dragon and Dunnan.
Okay. End of your turn, a voice is going to take a legendary action and move wing attack with 40 feet. Continuing to gain altitude and distance. Dunnan, around you.
Well, I'll point my hand up at Tang. Thank you very much. I'll get up myself. Get up. Lay on hands myself for 35 hit points.
Sure.
And just look at the dragon. Okay. Running away! Move up like 10 feet. And just look in the direction it's going.
Certainly. And the rest around you.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's much for Helly to do except heal, so she's going to move up 30 feet. Which is close enough to get to Dunnan. And
Top
cure
them up.
wounds on him again just to make sure.
Sounds good. All right. Siegfried.
So it seems like the dragon is flying away from us at this point.
It took its second piece of its meal
Yeah.
and it's leaving. Seemingly,
Yeah.
it's not turning back at the moment.
This point is a little bit elevated, correct?
Yes.
So I would like to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would like to use my knowledge of cartography to just chart the direction the dragon's going with compared to the land below.
Make
Can
me
I
a perception check. Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, I want to keep track of where it's going.
certainly.
We'll do the perception check.
Pretty good. All right. It is flying east with a very slightly northern bend to it. And you can see a ridge of mountains in the distance with that good of a check. You gather its layer might be somewhere in that range.
I yell that out to Teng and I say, Teng, do you know anything? Do you know of a mountain range in that area? And that was the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to a voice who will move dash, and then after Teng's turn would use legendary action to wing attack to move more. So he's moving 200 feet around.
I can't do anything at this point.
Yeah, he's 160 feet away from where his current token is before anyone goes, and then he's adding 40 feet every round on top of that. So that is going to pull us out of initiative at this point.
Can someone explain to me why we engaged him in the first place? Is it part of a quest, or are we just stupid?
So he was attacking the aurochs, which are important livestock for my people.
Oh, okay.
They're like one of our only sources of food and of like fuel for fires and
Okay, so we're
fur
close to
and
your
meat.
place.
We're getting closer to Hollow. Yeah.
I think now is also a good opportunity for us to take our mid-session break.
Yeah. Is it okay if I come back at the top of the hour?
Yeah, sounds good. You want to do top of the hour, take a little bit longer break?
Sure. Thank you.
Alrighty. getting back into it properly, though. As the dragon flies off, carrying its second meal of the Auroch, what are the group of you doing?
Tang, I think your village is in a lot of trouble.
I agree. I don't know that that dragon will return to Hollow until it's recovered from its injuries.
Should we make our way towards the hollow or try to go towards the dragon?
We won't be able to catch it, and we don't know where its den is.
True.
I say we do
I
what
have an
we
idea,
can.
but it's the entire mountain range, so I agree.
Oh, it's a large dragon, so there must be some cave. Some lair up there.
But I think we should go check on Ten's village. You said that they needed medical attention, correct?
I nod.
So we're just gonna let it go?
Yeah, for now.
What a bummer.
We'll
I
get it
wouldn't be
eventually.
surprised if it shows up in Hollow. So we need to be ready for it.
Yeah.
All right. What time of day is it right now, Spencer?
Yeah, closer to evening, late afternoon.
Why don't we
make-
take a?
Make a tool check with your cartographers using intelligence.
Okay.
Can I see if there's anything to salvage from the aura that got ripped apart in terms of like larger pieces of wool?
Certainly.
Horns.
Make a survival.
Finally,
check.
I roll a crit. It's like
Nice crit. So Siegfried, based on your approximation of the maps that you got and your own ability to get a good view from this large hillock here that the dragon had used to hunt these orcs, you gather you are probably... You feel quite assured that if you rest here, you will arrive to where you suspect Hollow to be, based on your maps, on the morning of the 4th day from this point.
okay.
If you proceed onwards, you would likely be arriving in Hollow sometime in the middle of the night. So you don't really lose that much by choosing to rest in this general vicinity.
I say the dragon's probably not coming back here anytime soon. So why don't we rest? Based on the timing, we should be arriving at Hollow.
You have 3
During the
good
day on
days of
the 4th day.
travel, and then sometime in the sometime in the morning of the 4th day.
Does that sound good with everyone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Again, before when we find an area to rest, I'm gonna cast hallucinatory terrain.
Thank you for the survival check.
Yeah.
Okay. Hallucinatory terrain. Certainly. What are you making the surrounding terrain look like?
Just look like stony rocks, the snowy rocks, like where we were fighting around.
Okay, gotcha. Just looks like
Well, maybe with like trees coming out of it, things like that.
okay. Basically, like a massive landslide or something.
Yeah.
Because you have to add things to it. You can't take away from the
Yeah.
environment. Sure.
Yeah, I'll make it look like some rocks fell, look like there's some broken trees and things like that, and some rocks and snow
Okay.
covering it.
Sounds good. Easily enough done over the 10 minutes of time. Anything else during the rest that anyone would like to do?
I would get the pup back.
Noted.
I would just add 10. No, go ahead, Spencer.
Oh, sorry. Tang was checking the one Auroch that had been slain here. The wool is torn asunder. Some of it's salvageable, not a large amount. There's one good horn that's not cracked and splintered along its entire length virtually. It's very small, small potatoes type of supplies. Not a lot.
Okay.
But you can add that stuff to your inventory if you'd like. Call it about 10 pounds of fur.
Whenever,
say something, Siegfried?
yeah, whenever 10 is done with the harvesting, there I would like to discuss something with them. So I would 10. The goal is to throw these seeds at the hollow, correct?
I nod.
The thing is, based on what we learned of in the jungle, is these things need a lot of water and a lot of sunlight. Is that something? Yeah, the verdant. When we were in the verdant lock, we discovered that it needs a substantial amount of sunlight and water. Is that something that's abundant at the hollow?
I shake my head. Look around you. This is what we deal with.
I figured, right? Yeah.
I can create daylight, but not for long.
Same. But don't worry. I've heard of a spell that may work, but I can't cast it yet. And in order for it to work as well, sorry, I'm reading up the details of it.
Which spell?
Druid Grove.
Okay.
In order for it to work, to make it permanent, I would have to stay there for quite a bit of time, which I'm willing to do, but I don't even know if I can cast the spell by the time we get to the Hollow, because I can't cast it yet. It is currently beyond my understanding. I've only heard of it in stories.
When we get there, we can talk to the speaker and see if anyone there can assist you.
I nod. So can you tell me a little bit of the disease that's affecting your people?
Tang sighs. It's a painful sickness.
Those are in one of your handouts.
I have it in my bio, or it's in my bio. I just
Cool.
didn't want to read
Yeah.
it verbatim.
No,
Gotcha.
yeah, no, I will.
It starts with weakness, listlessness, then progresses to nausea, vomiting, and eventually we die. There has been no treatment that helps.
When did this start? Is this a recent thing, or has it been affecting your people for a long time?
Answer that I don't know off the top of my head, and it's not in my.
No, it is in the handout. in the Arc 5.
Okay.
I can give you the specific name of the month also. Give me a moment. Chess. CHES. Beginning of chess.
6 months prior. So it's been about 6 months.
So
beginning
that's
of
kind of-
chess lines up with the a little bit after the start of spring for
okay.
most parts of Droucia. Obviously not Teng's people, but
And that was basically like right at the beginning of our story, kind of.
a little bit after.
6 months. A little bit after.
10 day or so after, yeah.
But nothing like significant happened in Elderthorn besides like the mayor stuff.
Make me a history check.
Okay, I will do that. I will try and cast my mind back 6 months ago.
Yeah, because I think Keen Mine is 30 days, right?
Yeah, it's only a month.
Yeah.
I do have a journal where I've been writing everything down, but yeah, I assume that's part of the history check.
19.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good for
Yeah.
a low bonus. You're not sure of the exact timeline, but based on what Teng's just said, you gather it's sometime between when Elderthorn received word of the thaw that the loggers could return to the Lisette logging camp and begin the season anew. And sometime after the group of you, the group of you reaching Urcrypt, which was about 10 days later. It's somewhere in that ballpark. Without an exact date, which you gather it's possible the Allen don't specifically use. You're not quite sure. You don't have a specific date, but about 6 months back puts it in that range.
Yeah,
And the first death Tang would have been about 310 day after that. So.
Yeah, I try and talk. It doesn't seem like anything that we came across coincided with the starting of the plague. And I just say I'm interested to see what Aeolus thinks if he examines a sample. But I'm sorry to hear that, Ten.
We've been able to determine that it's at least somewhat magical in nature. It's resistant to treatment using magic.
Understood. So yeah, that's why you need the seeds.
I nod.
Is there? I described to Ten the pinwood, or like I tell like Ten. You've heard us refer to the pinwood, but now I like hand over my journal and give her like a thorough sort of description of it. Is there anything like this near the hollow? Like bleeding trees.
Tang, you have the description of the pinwood previously, I believe.
Yeah.
Nothing sounds accurate, to the best of your knowledge.
There's nothing like that here.
It's magical. I wonder if it has to do with these ley lines everyone's been telling us about, but again, I don't know. Well, hopefully we can make a difference, Ten. I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Both of you can roll me Arcana checks as well. Good. Nothing. Never mind.
Yeah, I take my watch whenever it is and get ready to go to bed.
Okay. Anyone have anything else they choose to do over the course of the evening?
Actually, I'm gonna start writing a song about Dunnan's fight with the dragon.
Roll me a performance.
You were there too.
Yeah, but I didn't write it.
Somebody had to.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, it's still work in progress.
Yeah. Okay.
We can't finish it until we kill the dragon, Dutton.
It's fair. You
Oh,
need the
I'm
last
intent
verse.
to do it. It's not gonna get away from us.
Okay. One by one, the group of you turn in for the evenings, taking your watches. Dunnan. During your watch, you hear a baying sound.
A what?
Make it-
Sorry.
A baying sound, like a wild animal. Make a nature check.
Oh, boy.
You're not sure what it is. As you hear it, the sound get louder and louder, just as you're about to rouse your companions. You see an orc wander into the clearing, just nibbling on a bit of some type of plant matter, making this sort of throaty call towards you gather were probably its companions previously. And just sort of slowly wandering through where the group of you are camped. Doesn't appear hostile at the moment. Do you do anything?
Get a little closer to it.
Sure.
I go with the pup. Or pup follows me.
Okay. You get close. It sort of takes a moment, and it takes view of you. Seems to become more vividly aware of your presence. Roll me animal handling. Yeah, pretty good.
I hold up my hands like I'm no, what do you say? Unarmed.
Okay. So hear a few loud snorting sounds as it goes back to chewing on the detritus. Anything else? It doesn't seem to be bothered by your presence, at the very least. It's not bolting, but it's also not attacking you.
It's just eating the plant or what?
Yeah, it's just chewing on some of the tough grasses that grow along the rocky face here.
Yeah. I just watch it for a while and see if it does anything.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
20 minutes or so.
Some time passes and slowly continues along. You gather these things are pretty voracious eaters when given the chance, and it wanders past the clearing, vaguely along what you imagine was at one point probably a game trail that the group of you have been following. That has been widened by these beasts using it continuously over untold seasons. Eventually vanishes from sight. The baying eventually fades from earshot as well. Clearly looking for its companions, which are no more.
Probably morning. Just
Towards
shrug.
the end of your watch, done.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the voice creep into your head again.
I was just saying I would probably when sitting down at the campfire just think a little back on that voice that was in my head before I charged at the dragon.
This presence comes back to you. Speaking in Dwarven. Slay the beast. Hunt them down.
It's my intention. But who are you to order me around?
Spill their life essence and water the bloods with it. It is an abomination. And blight. So there's no purpose to live.
Why are you? And why you're in my head?
I've been with you a while.
Right. Take a look at the hammer while that voice is in my head. Does it do anything?
Hammer's
Are you
in
in
your
there?
hand. You're not as dense as my previous compatriot.
Was your previous compatriot?
Kill the dragon. Kill the presence that was intruding upon your consciousness, like a small nodule in the flat sheet of your thoughts. This perturbed bump recede and vanish, and you no longer feel the sentience impart itself upon you.
Maybe we should keep a little away from the alcohol from time to time. Right. Time to wake up somebody.
Your watches continue over the course of the evening, and presently the gray dawn breaks. Overcast, but not presently snowing, thankfully. And you begin trudging onwards. Who is leading this next leg of the journey?
I can.
Certainly. Give me a survival check, please.
Sure.
Can I assist? Because I'm assuming we're closer to territory I am familiar with.
Absolutely. Make it an advantage, Siegfried.
Cool. Sorry, I'm just resetting all my resources.
Yeah, the group of you can completely long rest.
Okay. Here comes
Does the horror state modifier stay?
It stays. It does not change.
At the start of the day, I'm gonna cast aid on
Nice
how many
roll.
people?
and I'm also doing wheel and woe right now.
Noted.
How many people?
Wheel today.
It's about time you rolled a wheel. It's been a lot
Yeah.
of woes.
A lot of woes. But the beginning of the campaign was mostly wheels.
Alright, so aid to 3 creatures for a bonus 5 hit points.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Tang, who is pretty low.
Well, you're all full
Probably.
health, but yeah.
We just long
Yeah.
rested.
Yeah, but you get 10
Oh,
extra.
5
Yeah,
extra.
true.
No, at level 3 you get
Oh,
10.
you're doing a 3rd level. Gotcha. I didn't hear the
Yeah.
level 3. My mistake.
No, level 3. So I'm gonna give it to Tang, Aeolus, and who else? Who needs some hit points? Secret.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so
Oh.
group you have a 10 higher max for the day.
Don't forget to put it on Aeolus's sheet too, please.
Yeah. I'll add it to the sheet if you guys encounter anything over the day. Siegfried, I'd like you to roll me 2 d20s, please. Because of your significantly better survival check. 30 and 14. Alright. Over the hours of this day, you managed to adequately lead the group through, with Tech's assistance, pointing out paths from a higher vantage point, through areas where snow is not falling quite as heavily. Whilst it is a little bit more up and down and winding, it does make travel easier as you proceed. You realize the snow here might have been falling for maybe a month already as you get closer and closer to this mountain range on the horizon. By midday, the range is fading from view as some type of snowstorm is starting to obstruct vision, but it stretches for dozens of leagues north and south, this imposing wall to the east of you. And according to your map, Hollow is nestled in the center of this on the western side, the side that you're approaching from.
Does the center of this like weather phenomena match up in the direction the dragon was going to?
It does not, no. This weather is starting all around the group of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not sure where specifically it came from,
Mhm.
but you gather this whole region is starting to experience a small snowstorm.
Okay.
Thanks to your decent survival, over the course of the day, additionally, you do find massive prints in the snow, which concern you briefly until Tang points out that they are the prints of orcs. These are crisscrossing the trail here and there. There's a set that follows the trail for about a mile before splintering off in a different direction. You gather that these beasts are not particularly rare in these parts, but you do not spot any of them, despite that. They seem to hide themselves quite well within the forests. The course of the day follows without terrible incident, though. You rolled really well in your checks, and 13, 14 don't have a combat on them.
Nice.
You presently find a space to camp for the evening. Tang, did you want to search during the day for supplies?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a check for the day.
And should I be making my cartography tools rolls, or are we still in the woods?
Yes. Nope, you're more than welcome to.
Okay.
The terrain is starting to get more hilly, so you are
Okay.
able to find opportunities to do so.
Mhm. So how many rolls should I be making? Just one?
Just one. One
Okay.
day's travel.
Yeah, and I just quoted it.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I nested the rolls inside of it for you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's really convenient.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So basically map. So you get one additional hex, and that seems about right for Polygon reveal.
Yeah, I love when you can use your tool proficiencies for stuff.
Yeah. One moment. I'm going to move you guys to the map in a sec. I'm revealing the mountain range for the group of you, roughly. I move your token to where Hollow is, just ahead of time, because I don't really need to move the token that much. And that's your that's your ultimate destination here. But you should see the now revealed mountain range based on your line of sight.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Dozens of leagues in every direction, in both directions, north and south. Forming this impressive wall, which through which you imagine is probably a cause of a lot of the climate in this region as well. As the group of you settle in for a rest this evening, is there anything that any of you wish to do?
I would just keep talking. I would just keep asking 10 questions. I'd be like, 10, you grew up in this village?
I spent my whole life there.
And I look at 10. I'm like, kind of like look up and down and be like, exactly how old are you? It's just
I'm
like
thinking. Nobody's
you're
asked
the
me
old-
that in a while.
You're the only outlet I've ever met.
For context, I don't know if you ever written down or not, Sammy. Owlin have a lifespan of 130 on average, and adulthood is 30 years. That said, ability to fly for Owlin is about 10 years.
Yeah. I haven't had to keep track of my age, so I'm saying late 30s.
Okay. Um, do you have a family there? Are you part of a clan?
My people are there.
But parents, siblings, cousins, uncles and aunts?
Oh, you don't know much about my people, do you?
No, you're there. I didn't even know Alan existed until you fell out of the sky. So,
Do you remember how I was confused about Aeolus having children?
yeah, I remember that.
We don't keep homes the way it seems you all do. And when we mate to have a hatchling, and once the hatchling is grown, those bonds dissolve. We don't have closer ties to the owlin that birthed us. We just do to the village. We are one unit. We are one family.
That is interesting, but I can see the benefits from that.
So like a clan?
Except the whole village is the clan.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, kind
mean-
of like the dwarves, but we just have more clans.
Makes it easier if one of the clan members dies, so you're not on your own.
And are there a lot of people skilled in divine magic like you?
I learned from the elder healer,
I see.
Sova.
And I imagine your village has all sorts: scholars, warriors, teachers.
Yes and no.
Okay. Is there anything we should avoid doing while we're there? Like anything that might cause a blood feud?
Or just offend.
Or yeah, just offend.
Do not harm the Aurochs.
Okay. That's easy enough. Well,
None of you have otherwise done anything that would offend me, so I'm not as concerned about you offending my people.
okay. So what's the plan of action when we get to the town? Are we going right to the healer?
We should meet with the speaker first.
Or deliver the seeds, right? Or ask what we are to do about the seeds.
We should be able to meet with the elders to discuss a plan, as well as to find out if the woman that you're searching for is here or was here.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about her. Thank you for reminding me, Ted. Yes. We're multiple missions. We need to keep remember that. Sorry, that jungle messed me up. Like a bad cold. Anyways,
Speaking of cold, is everyone doing all right? With the weather looking a little bit.
Yeah. Fine.
yeah, I enjoy this.
Well,
This is my preferred temperature, honestly.
thanks to that coat I bought, it's very good.
You're never going to hear Kelly bitch about anything that trivial, even if she is cold.
I just say maybe we can get Helly some of that cold weather gear.
Oh, no. She's got some in her pack from last
Oh
time.
yeah, true. You're just being badass.
Just being badass, yeah. since she hasn't really been very effective in our last fight, she's
Well, honestly, Ten,
little.
yeah, as dire as our circumstances are, I'm pretty excited to see your village. I've never even read of anything like this before, but I think we might be the first people from Elderthorn to even make it here.
I paused
that
for a second. How good are you at climbing trees?
I can turn into an animal that climbs trees.
So can Helly. Helly can grow claws.
And then just looks at himself. I might need some help getting up a tree.
Aeolus can float. um,
Well,
we've seen him
isn't
do
that convenient
float
for
once.
you, everybody?
Aeolus can go up once and down once.
The next
So-
day.
Okay. We will cross that bridge when we come to it.
Is there like a tavern? I'm rather thirsty. And I'm
Oh, I
really
can't- I-
curious about
What kind
your
of what kind of liquor do
beverages
outlets
you
make?
have.
They're all teetotalers.
Or they can make that what is it, the fermented milk from the Aurochs,
Mhm.
like Mongolians.
Yum.
Alright, anything else for that evening?
No.
Alright, the group of you rest, recuperate, and begin the next day anew. Denon, are you doing the aid thing every day? Until you reach Hollow?
Yeah.
Okay, noted. I would like a survival check from you, Siegfried, likely with advantage, thanks to the thing. And Tang, roll me an Arcana check as well, please. Noted. Right. We will come to the survival in a moment. Prior to that, I'm kicking the rest of you down to Whisper, so that way I can whisper to Tang.
Before that too, there's nothing more I can figure out from the cartographer's tools.
No, I've added the map.
Okay, cool.
Alright, Tang.
Mhm.
Conversation with Siegfried over the course of previous evening and then this one. And then waking the following day. You are struck with a degree of inspiration as a potential solve for this issue of how to grow these seeds.
Mhm.
You have a spell called Hallow, which lasts until dispelled and can make an area of perpetual daylight.
Hello?
Hallow, H-A-L-L-O-W.
What level? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Level 5.
It does require costly components. You are not sure if the seeds will suffice for the components themselves, as they are seed and likely fall somewhat under the category of an herb.
Mhm.
So, you have this thought as you wake, that moment of like this stuff being ruminated in your mind for long enough, and then stop thinking about it, and then you're struck by inspiration. So
Okay.
that's all. You rolled high enough on your check.
Great. Thank you.
Yep. Alright, Siegfried, you got a 25 on survival. I'd like you to roll me 2d20 for the day. And 13. Right. The snowstorm that started the day prior has not abated and has actually increased in intensity somewhat. I would like everyone except Siegfried to roll me Constitution saves. Done and you're fine. Hallie, definitely fine.
Finally, for God's sake.
And I do need one from you as well, Tang, even though this is your natural environment. Tang, you're fine. Okay. No one is so terribly affected by the blizzard, as this has truly become, that such to delay your progress over the course of the day. It is hard going, and the snow is growing deeper. It's easily past your ankle at this point. But you trudge forward and keep your heads down most of this day. Just trying to keep the biting wind and blustering snow off of your faces. After that, you are able to find a small alcove, Siegfried, between two large boulders in which to set a modest camp. After that, anything over the course of this evening? You suspect you'll be reaching Hollow sometime in the mid-morning.
Yeah, I'm just going to do hallucinatory terrain again to make it look like we're in an avalanche spot.
Okay. Add a few boulders to the space where you are.
Yep. And
Massive things the size of sailing ships appear out of
Yeah.
nowhere, entirely covering the space.
Nice. Yeah, in case the dragon decides to surprise us.
Noted.
I'm sure you can see through it anyways. But yeah, that's all I'll do.
Anything else over the course of the evening for anybody?
I'm gonna look for more herbs.
Certainly. Roll me a check. DC is 20 because of the environmental hazards today. You still succeed. You find twice the amount of supplies this day. Natural 20.
Wonderful.
All right. The evening passes. Dunnan, you hear no voices. A cold morning greets you. The blizzard has finally broken, and the world is carpeted in about 2 feet of snow. It's quite strange. It's almost as if the boundaries of these massive boulders of the hallucinatory terrain had almost like a fence-like structure. There's strange snowdrifts that have built up just around the side of the boulders, and you gather there's a very small bit of resistance pushing into the illusion magic that some snow particulates did not make it through. So it's an interesting observation you make, Siegfried. As the illusion has to be real to at least the smallest extent to be visible, and that seems to be enough to keep some flakes of snow out. But the day is yours. Who is in the lead? Siegfried, still?
I will keep going.
Keeping assisting.
I do not need a roll.
Okay.
As the company trudges through the mid-calf deep snow, hard going, your heads are still down with this heavy trudge. Your attentions are slowly drawn upwards. As they are, that you realize over the last few leagues over these few days, hidden by the blizzard and your determination to get through the drifts, the size and scale of the conifer trees that make up the forest here have increased in size, both girth and height. Now they stand towering 100 to 200 feet into the air, supported by trunks with diameters the size of a horse-drawn wagon. The change in the forest itself, in this mid-morning, is not what has drawn your attention suddenly. Rather, the object that commands your gaze is a single gargantuan pine, brimming with dozens of thatched, egg-shaped nests that have been woven and connected through the boughs of this sentinel of the forest. Each nest, for that is what they are, as a soft glow of warmth emanating from the interior against the gray sky. The massive limbs reach out wide and low from the weight of snow hanging upon them, and sway gently in the breeze as you stand awestruck. Beyond the massive pine, as the vision is no longer obfuscated by weather patterns, you see other trees, each with one or two more of these nests. An entire village hidden in the snow-laden boughs and treetops of this ancient forest. Let me grab you a handout. There you are.
Ooh,
Oh,
cool.
that's really cool.
Um,
I've like done, and I hope that would be the coolest tavern ever.
I should probably drink not so much because the fall is gonna even hurt me.
I mean, you could just tie yourself off on a banister.
Hmm, good
It's just
idea.
from the dragon.
On that note, we will pick up with your arrival in Hollow and what you do from this point on next session.
Awesome.